Welcome to Through the Wire.
Through the Wire. Hopefully I ain't peeking.
We back. Everybody else in the NBA world is on vacation, shortening the amount of episodes they do to one a week, one every other week.
We don't do that.
Guess who ain't done that? TT Dub. Actually, we're adding an episode if you didn't know. So go over to the audio platform because we're dropping one extra episode of Through the Wire not every week though. we're adding more episodes of TT Dub. So go over to the audio platform, Spotify, Apple, and go pre-download those episodes. If you're already there, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of hoops to talk about. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing, man. You know, woke up feeling mellow.
Oh man.
I ate breakfast today, so that's good.
What'd you have?
Some eggs and bacon.
I asked Mike yesterday, a couple days ago, we were in Discord. It was like 5 o'clock, and I'm trying to get ideas for dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mike, what you eat today? He said, just had some Doritos. With the I'm wake up feeling mellow.
Some Doritos.
He said he had Doritos. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He talking about all I had was Doritos.
You 36 years old.
That's what I'm saying. You too damn old.
This is where
that was
the
hands down
story
south type lunch.
is just wrong. He asked me that. I said, I haven't really ate like maybe an hour ago or so. Like I had some taquitos. He's like, what?
Tomato.
He said, what the hell? Oh, you ate some chips? I said, no, bro. Those like the little roll up tacos or whatever that like
You think got at 7-Eleven?
I remember when we were younger, we used to go to 7-Eleven and get those.
For real?
Yeah, with your pops. You don't remember that?
I got. He used to make.
Were you there when we almost got arrested?
Yeah. I was there.
Okay. That was part of the run to get to see.
I was getting a hot dog. I never got those. That was funny. Him and then Sean, they was like undercover police. And then Sean,
I was like 11, and we almost got it. I was
crying
my ass off, bro. Because real life, bro, undercover cops, they just motherfuckers square up and they threw the handcuffs. It was like a movie, bro.
It was
like a movie.
And then my older brother was like, hey, fuck.
And his dad talked us out of it. Well, he just got beat up at the park, so he on edge right now.
And then before that, he was like, P, call Kim, ask for Lieutenant Davison, and tell him about this. And then after, he like, I made up Lieutenant Davison.
The funniest shit about it, though, is in the moment I'm crying because I'm thinking that we're getting arrested. Once we get out, I'm cool. And then we get home, and I start crying again as soon as I saw my mama. I'm like, Mom.
Bro, I was at the gas station. Somebody had bought like 5 pizzas from like, you know how like the gas station be serving the little hot and ready pizzas?
Yeah.
They bought like 5 of them. And the dude was mad because, like, I guess it was about to close, too. And the lady came in. She's like, can I get your last 5 pizzas? And Buddy was not trying to go. But she's like, man, like, I got the kids ready, like, the kids in the car. They just want to get something to eat before we go to the crib. He's like, man, I got you. He hooked that bitch up. He said, I'm going to put all the rest of the meat on there. I'm like, damn.
What gas station
Gas station pizza or Little Caesars?
It's not Little Caesars. It's not Little Caesars.
No, I'm just saying, which one would you rather have?
What gas station is this?
It's called Casey's.
Oh, Casey's.
Casey's.
Casey's supposed to have good pizza.
Where's the Casey's?
Yeah, Casey's are far from here.
Might be everywhere now. He got in a relationship, but he never.
Casey's are literally far.
Yeah, they're literally like in like rural areas.
I've only been to Casey's when I was going to.
I ain't finna.
I'm just
too much because that's my location, but it's one less than like a couple minutes away from me.
I just looked it up. It is very.
Yes.
It's a couple
I do
close.
know where you're talking about. There is one random one right there.
Yeah,
I do know where he's talking about. Yeah.
He is right though.
That's where I went to the gas station and the dude was blasting some Kodak Black, like what was it, Tunnel Vision. White dude too. He was like, man, he said, man, I really don't mess with Kodak Black, but this nigga went hard as hell on this song. I'm like, I had paused for a second and he just kept going. I was like, let me just get home.
I don't know how you always end up talking to people. I don't talk to
That's
nobody.
the cashier. It's literally the cashier.
Cashiers don't have conversations with me.
He wanted to try Mike. I can say it. Next thing you know, I can ask him for $10. But no, I've only seen Casey's like on the way to Western Illinois.
Yeah, facts. Like I've only seen them like far out.
Starve Rock.
Yep.
Like these places where it's just like country as hell. And it's a big ass Casey's. In that grocery shop.
Yeah, it's usually full of truck stops and like pizza, and then you usually got pizza. And
speaking
of
areas and shit, I don't like living in the area we live in. Us three, you kind of live in the area, but you're a little bit out of it. I hate our area. I hate the people, the type of people, the kind of people. I don't like the area. No, I don't like entitled people.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody stole his converter.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's not entitled people.
This past week, since we've been back, it's just entitlement all on the road. Just literally. I go to Whole Foods. I'm trying to cross to get to the store. Bitch got to drive through the stop sign. Damn near hit me. Okay. Okay. I'm going to the mall. You got a lane and turn 2 lanes that you turn into the mall to, and then you just got a lane that you're driving on the street. I'm trying to just keep driving. It's a green light. We all bitch just randomly stop in the middle of the street. Just stop at a green light. I'ma just stop and do whatever. I'ma just stop. Fuck with this going on. I'm gonna stop and look around or whatever I'm trying to look around.
Bro, I was going to the store yesterday.
Red light. This is the one that gets me. Bitch inching. Halfway in the street, bitch, go.
Just go.
Just go.
I hate that. I hate when they itching out and they like in the middle of the
intersection.
Just
go.
You already ran it.
Go ahead.
No, I was just driving and it's just like a dude, he's speeding hard as hell. And this is like we're like on a street. Yeah. There's not no highway or nothing. He's speeding.
It's a main street.
Yeah, and he's speeding. He's trying to get into the right lane, and I'm trying to get in there too so I can turn.
Yeah.
He not letting me in. He's speeding as hard as he can. I was like, fuck it, it's not worth it. Like, you could just have it.
Just go. Yeah.
Nigga don't even turn no more. Like, he wanted to go so he can go straight. Like,
I never understood that. I hate people, like, when you're merging onto the highway and then someone's coming up and they speed up to stop you from merging onto the highway. I'm like, why do you? I've never been so, like, mad at the world to where I'm not going to let someone merge onto the highway. I don't understand that.
The opposite happened to me. I was going somewhere. This is a street it's a street we all take when we go into the gym to film from here. Mm-hmm. They was working on the road. It's usually 2 lanes. One of the lanes.
One.
Yeah. So everybody is coming down. We seeing that it's coming to 1 lane. So everybody in my rear view, they all slide merging. Over.
Yeah.
This one car got to try to wrap around the whole thing, and now it's there with me, and I'm like, I'll be wrong
if
I ain't let you over. If I just made your dumb ass sit right here, I'll be wrong. So yeah, that this is all in 1 week. I'm just I might go over here in a little rural area or like just construction place, and I might just get some bricks and just put them in my passenger. Next motherfucker trying. You know what? Hold up.
It's hot outside. I be getting the eggs. I let it fry on their car.
You know, if you put bologna on somebody's car, it fucks up their whole paint.
You was trying to cook and you fucked up your.
No,
he was in traffic like, fuck, I'm hungry.
How do you know that?
I forgot.
I told Dana, I'm like, Darrick knows the most random, but it's usually about animals.
Yeah, true.
Darrick could be like, man, did you know a porcupine ain't really sharp. It's just a defense mechanism, and if you hit the little sharp part of it.
Quick trivia before we get started.
Okay.
D Mills, true or false? Race car drivers sweat so much on average in a race they lose about 10 pounds. True or false?
False.
It's true.
10 pounds?
10 pounds is crazy.
I'm
about to do like 6 races.
That sounds crazy.
They wearing that hot ass suit.
Yeah.
You talking about need to do
I guess it is very like a stressful environment. They probably like hot. So yeah, it makes sense.
I saw Tiger Woods say he loses 3 pounds every time he plays golf.
Wow.
Huh. Well, that makes more sense. There's a lot of walking involved, and it's hot day out in the sun. I could definitely see you sweating a lot playing golf.
15K steps in.
Yeah.
Well,
they do use the caddy, but
yeah,
they do walk a lot at the same time.
This is not a fire drill.
Let's get into some basketball, though.
This the
title of the video has something to do with the 76ers. Obviously, a couple months ago, or a month or so ago, James Harden opted into his player option, and they requested a trade. Yesterday, we got Joel Embiid on the panel with Maverick Carter.
Shout out Mav Carter.
These are the exact quotes from Joel Embiid. I just want to win a championship, whatever it takes. I don't know where that's going to be, whether it's Philly or somewhere else. It's not easy, but every single day I work towards it. He went onto Twitter and said he was trolling. Whatever. We're going to talk about it either way.
My fault, but I just think that was lame as hell. I'm from the area where you say something, you say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? The whole trolling, I know a troll. You was dead ass serious.
And there's nothing wrong with his comments. I don't think there's anything that the fan base should take from that and think like, damn, he wants to leave. But he's just literally saying like, throughout my career, I'm going to want to win a championship at some point. And if it's not here, then that's okay. Like, your superstar player doesn't essentially have to win for your city. I know you would love him to, but sometimes that shit just don't work out. Like, it's unfortunate.
I actually think it's a good point, Darrick. I think every fan base should want to win with their star, but you should prepare for them to potentially. In today's game, it was so much movement. I don't think fan bases should get tied to a player because there's a large possibility that they're going to leave. The days of like, is there a Dirk, Kobe in our league right now? Steph.
Well,
No, but he's part of the
Jokic.
Okay.
Or is it too soon to say Jokic is that?
He already got that championship. He just feels like the type of dude that will never be upset with the situation.
Yeah.
But, I mean, maybe we misreading him because it
Yeah.
hasn't been a world where his team has been really bad or whatever. But he feels like a one-team guy.
Giannis probably.
It felt
Gian-
like that for Giannis,
I don't know.
but I don't know about
I
it.
don't-
I
yeah,
don't know about
Giannis
it
Giannis
anymore.
Jason Tatum?
If 2 years down the line,
Too early
Giannis
to
is on a
say.
Yeah,
different
it's too
team,
early.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If I'm Sixers fans and I'm hearing this, I'm probably starting to get a little bit worried about the situation because I would have already been a little bit like concerned with James Harden requesting out because I think that whatever they get back, it's probably not going to be like up them at
Norman
all.
Powell and that package. From
Yeah,
Right,
because
I
they're pursuing an all-star level player for James Harden. That
Mhm.
came out yesterday, and I just don't
I
see a
don't think you
world
get that back.
where you're
so
getting that back.
if he's already in that mode and you say like whatever we get back, it's not looking like we're going to be better than we were last season. It's already probably some like feeling that Joel Embiid might be gone. So now he's also got quotes a little bit behind it. Like it could be a possibility he could be gone too if James Harden, it could feel like the net situation when Kyrie and KD both could get traded out.
Yeah,
I don't know if
then,
it's
like,
gonna be that fast, but I definitely don't think. Yeah, I think you lose James. It's a tough situation with James Harden. They was cool,
Yeah.
but we didn't see nothing that what any of us up here was like. Man, they're the favorites to win, or nobody. I don't think anybody predicted them to be in the championship. So with them, they
I had
wasn't.
them as contenders, but not the team.
And at the beginning of the year, or even when the playoffs started.
Even when the playoffs started.
They had enough talent though that I think you could look at some teams because just stuff happens in the playoffs. Somebody gets hurt.
Something
gets
like that
kicked out.
always happens with
And
this
it's just
team,
like
though.
they
Yeah.
have the talent that if they had the opportunity, they can overcome it. But they've been getting.
But we've been having this
been getting-
conversation with
Anybody
this.
get injured this year for them though? Or
Joel
they-
Joel Embiid was hurt.
did he miss games hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
'Cause I
James
kept-
Harden?
Because James
against the
Harden had
Nets.
that 40-point
Oh,
game
against
by
the
himself.
Nets.
Okay.
Against the Nets.
Yep, I'm like that.
You don't remember my line? Every
go.
playoff series, he's missed a game besides the bubble where they got swept by the Celtics. But no, yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of frustrating from Joe. I understand his perspective, obviously. But it's not like it's lack of effort from Philly side. They've had pretty decent teams around him
Yeah.
the entire time where he's been a star player.
But unfortunately, even though Ben Simmons was a good player, him and Ben still
didn't
was
mesh.
not the duo
Yeah.
to like go. and
I
win
don't
a
know, man.
championship.
I don't know. I feel what you're saying, but I feel like that was my point to Mike. We've been having this conversation for a very long time now. Like with the man, this team, if they can get over the hump, they've had teams where we always like, man, this team could do something. From the Ben teams to it was just him and Ben, Jimmy,
JJ.
Tobias, JJ.
That was the best.
That
That
was
was-
a great
that
team,
was
and
orchestrated
that
team.
didn't do it. So it's like now even the Ben situation, it was like, damn, what they gonna do with this Ben situation? You win and you got James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, and still we are having the same conversation. Everybody was saying, man, it's the Ben stuff. Okay, Ben is gone. Can Embiid, is Maxey ready? Okay, damn, they got James Harden. It's like I just don't know how many. Luka ain't finna come through that door.
They've had a string of like unlucky scenarios every single season.
And-
Part of it is
yeah.
Joel Embiid lack of being healthy come stretch, and part of that's probably because this man wants the damn MVP award so bad that he's like, forget the low management thing that was kind of working. I mean, the one year that I thought they were the best was the Kawhi Leonard shot.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
unlucky
Yes.
bounce, unlucky 4 bounces. And then Joel's being injured
Another
here
team
and
with
there.
Ben.
Yeah.
I think that team. That's one of my favorite teams. That team is like with those Clipper teams. That's what this reminds me of. Remember the Clippers just had a bunch of unlucky shit too because Blake and CP could just never be healthy.
Yeah.
It kind of feel like that. Doc Rivers was coach of both teams.
Doc Rivers is the unluckiest coach since 2008.
It's crazy that the Sixers did fire Doc in hopes of retaining James Harden, and he's now just leaving.
I think it was a combination of that and just because Doc has been there for the last couple of years and they haven't been able to put it together. It's like new coach. I mean, Nick Nurse is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I remember when Nick Nurse signed that, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of a weird signing considering there's a world where this team tears it down in like 2 years and you sign
Yeah.
a pretty long contract.
He back where he was with the Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just came out yesterday from Shams that
Daryl Morey.
Daryl Morey and James Harden relationship has fractured. So like that's actually surprising. That caught me completely off guard. They seem like they've always seemed to be tied to each other and want to be with each other now.
Probably
like,
fractured because James Harden like, bro, I want to play for the Clippers. Stuff. You're not convincing me. You trying to ask for a ransom. They not giving you Paul George or Kawhi, so just trade me, bro.
and apparently James Harden took a $15 million pay cut last year.
I want to reunite with Russ.
That part right there just sounds so crazy.
He just said anything?
Yeah, when that report came out, I was
LA is what he said.
yeah, the reuniting with Russell Westbrook shit threw me off.
He said,
I
I always wanted to be coached by Tyronn Lue. James Harden was saying this shit with the Nets, though. Like, man, my first choice was always Philly. I never really wanted to come to the Nets. I always wanted to go to Philly. Like, I've dreamed of having a house in Philadelphia. Ever since I watched Fresh Prince growing up. I was
I don't know. It is real weird because people got on Dame's ass because he has a one team. James Harden also has a singular team, correct?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
It's the
does.
Clippers.
It's just less high profile because Dame is better at this point of his career.
I also think it's because of the brand Damian Lillard just built. This is none of this shit is surprising with James Harden.
yeah, this is like
James
the first
never
time.
said I'm
That's what I
loyal.
was saying. I was about to say, like, how do y'all feel about that? Because we always be for like, the support of like the player and shit, but he just seemed like he's out of control with it.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
if it doesn't work, he's just like, I'm gone.
No, for
Yeah,
real.
no, that's why it's different for Dame
He's
because
just trying
it's
to
like
find
it's the
his
first time
happiness.
doing it. When you do it all the time, now it's just like okay.
But all of these players are doing it all the time. Kevin Durant just played for the Warriors, the Nets, and now the Suns. Harden went from the Rockets to the Nets to the Sixers, and now trying to get to the Clippers.
All the hardest thing was in like a 2.5 year span. So
Yeah.
that's
Russell
I seen,
Westbrook
uh,
just played for a handful of teams.
I seen that graphic, and I think it was like KD and all the like super teams he's been on, but it was like it only accounted for 2 rings. James Harden has a lot of good ass teams that had like that potential to be a
Damn,
champion.
that OKC Big Three has bounced around the league, bro.
Yeah. No facts.
All they trying to do is low key reunite.
They better get into some feeble play.
You remember that
That's the only
Shaq
way.
and Kobe interview?
Mhm.
I seen a thing that was like, what players in today's game should do it, and it said Russ and KD, and I was like, I would watch that.
Do they have like inherent beef though? Because I felt like Shaq and Kobe had real life beef with each other.
I mean,
I don't think so.
but when KD and Russ played against each other, they showed more energy towards each other than Shaq and Kobe ever did on the floor. Shaq and Kobe just had like this little media beef thing, but they played each other, fake dap. I remember on Christmas game, Shaq kind of fouled Kobe. It wasn't no big deal. Russ and KD was in each other's face.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Yeah. All the cupcake and I don't know. Maybe they don't have legitimate beef,
I could see it
but
being
because
like,
of the way the media portrayed it, it would be good to
I
see
could
them
see
sit
it
down.
being like some slight tension there. Just because, first of all, I also know that like both compete, but like Russ is one of like the extreme competitors in the league, and I feel like that's kind of like a backhand too.
They definitely cool now, but it'll just be cool to see them talk about that situation and the media making
Like
it.
similar to what Shaq and Kobe did when they
Yeah.
just sat down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could understand. Maybe they both get on there and be like, "Yeah, it was never really no beef. We just competing." And or Russ be like, "Man, I didn't know you was leaving." You know what I'm saying? It hurt me to find out you was leaving on ESPN. Or, I don't know. It's just good to have the insight.
I'm so happy we got that Shaq Kobe thing before Kobe's passing.
Yeah, exactly.
That,
Then we got did we get Jordan and Isaiah Thomas too? Or
No.
No, we haven't.
No.
I don't
Hell
think we were
no.
gonna get that one. That
Hell
one
no.
also because of the era. I don't care a fuck about. I don't care about
The old
MJ
heads
versus
do.
IT or Zeke. The old heads do. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Put
Oh
that
yeah,
shit
my
on
pops, I love that shit.
NBA channel or ABC channel 7 or something. Just put it somewhere with all the old heads.
Are there
Yeah.
any more beefs that
You want to see reconcile relationships?
was Draymond and KD one too?
They sat
reconcile?
down though
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
on
remember
Bleacher
seeing it.
Report.
It just don't
What
really
a-
happen anymore.
Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons sit down in the future.
Ooh, now that actually be a cool one. Because when you remember when the 76 were getting eliminated and Ben Simmons was watching in his Instagram story, bro
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
posted him watching basketball at all ever, but he's watching them getting their ass eliminated and posted it. That would be cool, but
That's the type of shit I'll be like, I love basketball.
it feel like that one's not even real either.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's real.
It's so unleveled too, because Joel Embiid is the MVP and Ben is us hoping to see a glimpse of him. So it gotta kind of be like a, you know what I'm saying? Beal with Ben shirts don't even sell anymore. Those things used to move like hotcakes and sausage at McDonald's. Now it's just like a lost item. It's like a snack wrap.
Oh shit.
What else happened in the league this week? It was that. Fuck. It was one more major thing that I wanted to talk about, other than the 76ers. Come on, NBA heads. Lock in. What was it? Drop the mic. I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, we can drop the mic while you're doing that.
What did it have to deal with?
I don't remember. It was
You didn't
right
write down your
here.
notes?
It was right here.
Is it from Shams?
And I was ready to transition to it, and I completely forgot.
I'm finna bring it up because I had.
Because is it about when he said we've seen how James Harden come to training camp when he's disgruntled?
No, it had nothing to do with Harden anymore.
Okay.
Tyler Hero, Maxey.
Nope. It had nothing to do with the 76ers. Just drop the mic, and I'll figure it out.
It ain't LeBron going back to 23, is it? Or Bradley Beal playing point guard?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah,
Bradley Beal playing point guard.
That was in the rumor mills. I didn't know if that was the big thing.
That was
I
the
didn't
big
know.
thing. Thank you. So
I know my shit.
The Suns made a few trades. One of them is dumping Cameron Payne's contract over to the Spurs for an exchange for 2 seconds.
Spurs, y'all got to start cutting some people. I saw y'all waived
Lamar Stevens, who should get a job. He's not terrible.
He'll be a bull.
We don't have a roster spot for him, unfortunately.
Y'all gonna cut somebody. Y'all can cut Dalen Terry. I'm just joking. I just heard Mike talking about Dalen Terry on his 2K team. But okay, Bradley Beal point guard.
And yeah, Sham said that they're thinking about Bradley Beal being the full-time point guard. The only other point guards on the roster are Saban Lee and Jordan Goodwin, who's a part of the Bradley Beal trade from the Washington Wizards. And I just thought it was interesting. No traditional point guards. Of course, Kevin, Devin, and Brad are both plus playmakers for their positions and stuff, but it is just different to see them go the route of not that they needed Chris Paul, who's like a premier point guard, but no point guards whatsoever. Just people that have played some point guard in their career.
Yeah,
I'm too surprised about it, honestly.
Yeah, it's like team game management. I could see a world where it works. If it's your night, you handle the ball. If it's it seems like they have a cohesiveness team to where it could work. Devin Booker has shown you he could play point guard a lot. So
no, but Bradley Beal.
Well, yeah, no, he will be the point guard.
I feel like that's more so just like
matchup oriented.
Yeah, I think that's just because they need to put somebody at the position. I feel like it's going to be D-Book and Bradley Beal mostly. Kevin Durant could just play off the ball. Oh, he's going to have the ball, but he can play mostly off the ball and still really, he could put up 30 doing that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other guys. I feel like it's just more so just, whoever's out there, really, what's the offense they're going to run?
It's interesting. I mean, I'm a guy, I value point guard play. So, it's going to be I'm super interested to see how it pans out and if it will affect them. I think the point guard position is it's a vital position. It's damn near like having a quarterback. Imagine an NFL roster having a quarterback by committee. Everything else they got is fantastic, but quarterback by committee probably
I do give credit to Frank Vogel though. I felt like when he was coaching the Lakers, we had a lot of good half court off, half court sets that we ran. We just didn't always have players to the best shooters or whatever to execute them. If
y'all
he could
also
implement
y'all also had one of the greatest point guards ever.
We did, but a lot of them sets they ended up with Anthony Davis getting a mid-range. Well, he would get an ISO and a post or something off some movement, and he just probably might settle for a mid-range or something like that. But
if they had if any of those guys was as good as LeBron I wouldn't feel because LeBron is LeBron's a point guard to me,
right?
So it's
I think he did run point guard that 2020 season.
He actually did. You're right.
It was Danny Green. Maybe KCP. I forget.
He actually did, yeah.
Yeah, he was listed as a point guard.
For sure. He for sure was, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Some of the teams that don't have I'm just saying traditional point guards that have been successful have Nikola Jokic, who's the greatest passing big of all time, or Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking forwards of all time. So they just don't have that super plus playmaker, and it's just going to be interesting. Now, the offense is not going to suffer because of it, because of the talent. It's just so crazy. And even around them, you're able to put Eric Gordon in, who's the always plus 3-point shooter, and K-Base Diop, who had a really good 3-point shooting year last year.
Yuta Watanabe.
But it's just different. And I'm cool. I'm ready for different,
Yeah.
There's not a lot of teams that have done some stuff like this when they had this high-level talent. We've seen teams try to makeshift the point guard position when they're usually bad. We turned Zach LaVine to a point guard for a season or something like that. You never really see it at the highest level, and it's just gonna be different. And I see a lot of people confused, maybe not confused, but thinking it's gonna be the downfall of the team, and it might be, but I don't know.
They're too
man.
talented for it to be the
the talent is
downfall.
gonna make it happen, bro. I think it's gonna make it happen, and I think that's gonna go a long way. They're gonna be cool.
We talked about that.
I'm more so worried, and this is the obvious thing. I'm more so worried kind of about the defensive side. And that's why, I really don't matter that they run with more size and not put a point guard out there, have somebody probably a more defensive wing. But it seems like these teams like this, they be finding a way to defend. If they could be middle of the pack somehow, I feel like that's a W for them.
You know who it's on? Well, you got Frank Vogel, who's automatically
DeAndre.
Yeah,
he's the guy, right? And it's DeAndre Ayton being locked back in like he was 2 years ago. Was that 3 years ago?
That
2
was
years
3
ago?
years ago.
It's a while
Don't
ago.
forget. Reports they got Bobo.
Oh my God.
I've seen like 20 graphics
give me
about
a second,
Bobo.
bro. They are setting Bobo up for failure. And when I say they, I don't mean the Suns. I mean the fucking Twitter guys, the Bleach Report hiring the contractor to make the Photoshop to put him in like a big four. That's not what Bobo is. I'm sorry
They
to
showed the
spoil
same
it.
highlight reel of him in some
Bro,
YMCA.
Listen, bro.
Not even NBA. He dribbling
Bobo
around
had
people.
He was.
2 months early last season where he was good. He was on my fantasy team, so he was doing his thing. That he basically was out of the rotation for the Orlando Magic. Like, he's gonna play. Don't get me wrong, and there's a possibility that he's good, but he hasn't been good so far. So putting him on the graphic with Booker, with Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal is just setting him up for failure because we might get to the playoffs and he might not even be in a rotation at all.
That's so disrespectful to Ayton.
Oh God, oh God, bro. It's like, I mean, shout out to
Eric
Bo.
Gordon
Good
should have
luck.
been on that motherfucker before.
Anybody else? Kata Bates Diop should have been on a bitch over Bo.
That was a surprising place for him to sign. Everybody that I talked to, or Magic fans, or have seen him on a team, he need real NBA rep, like minutes, and they were saying he should go to like rebuilding teams and really, play some real minutes. But
Well, he said he watched a lot of Kevin Durant growing up, so maybe he wanted to
As
go
do
and
we
play with
all.
Kevin Durant. Like
KB said, yeah,
Yeah.
who hasn't?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird fit, but low risk, high reward, I guess.
yeah, if he's good, then shit, he's good, and they get to run with it. But if it don't work, then it's only a
Oh.
1 year deal.
I don't want to sound like a hater. I just don't think he is going to ever be really good in the NBA. He
You
just
do
does,
sound like a hater.
Is it because of his play style and his size, like it don't mix?
just his defense is only where I'm looking at. For a dude to be that tall, he's always in his Kenny Beecham at the YMCA mode. He's jump happy. He wants to block every single shot, and he doesn't move his feet. It's like when we talk about a team like the Suns that are trying to win a championship, you can't afford to have that when it matters the most. Early in the season, he gonna get his reps in because why not?
Yeah,
We gonna win 50, 45 games regardless. We gonna make the playoffs as long as we healthy. But like, if he is in the play, if the Suns are in the playoffs and Bobo get a DNP coach decision, are you surprised?
no.
No. So that's what I'm saying. They setting this man up for failure. If it works, it works. But I just don't see like P saying, rebuilding team makes way more sense.
Yeah. What rebuilding teams would you have liked to see him go to?
Literally any of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Portland.
There you go.
That would have been a good spot.
I agree.
Detroit, nah, no.
They already got
Wait,
12 7-footers or near
he has
7-footers.
way too many bigs.
Yeah. Is he a big though?
He
No,
played
he
different.
wants to play. Yeah, he wants to play a
He
three.
played different than
What
they
can
bigs.
Wemby do that Bobo can't? Remember that?
Holy shit.
Remember that on Twitter?
They was even doing that shit with Wemby, though. They be acting like Wemby, I don't know. Wemby good, but they be acting like he
Don't get
Walking on water.
don't get caught again, P.
get caught what?
Because you remember the early Luka shit.
I stand on what I said about Luca.
Oh man,
But
something
Luka
sickly
was
say
doing
some
that
of it.
shit during the season though. Vic ain't even touched the floor though.
No, all I said about Luca is that they act like he's fucking the greatest player.
He walking on water.
Is that what I said?
You said
No,
you
but
said
I
that
just
he ain't
think
got
that-
that clutch factor or some shit,
I know, yeah, that's what
and that
we
was
talking
after
about.
a few game winners.
I was just saying he wasn't a clutchest player in the league. He was a
Oh.
rookie. He had 2 game winners, but I'm damn. We giving a rookie the clutchest player in the league. All of the shit Dame had did,
He deserved
Kawhi and Luka is the clutchest player in the league off 2 game winners. It was impressive, but I just wasn't ready to give him the title. I like Vic. I think Vic gonna be
Clips.
good.
You also had chose
Start-
Ben
start
Simmons
clipping.
over Luca.
Huh?
You chose Ben Simmons over Luca too.
and Porzingis
I would have. You saying it
Yeah, yeah.
in 2020?
and Porzingis.
At the time, I'm rocking with them. Luka was a fucking rookie.
And I took Luka. Just by the way,
You didn't even know who Luka was.
we're in the middle of the NBA
I'm just talking
season.
shit.
If you asked me before you got drafted, I played 2K15. He was on the roster. He was like
was
a
dogging?
he was like a 60 overall. Though he's awful, but he was on the roster.
Right. Or maybe get in here and expose shit.
Drop the mic.
All right,
Just like y'all finna say. Who the next Luka? Oh, okay then. No, I was just talking shit.
first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for all the love for the Drop the Mic segment. received a lot of positive feedback, so thank you for that.
Shout out to TTW Clips. He just dropped a P 58-minute thing.
What is it about?
He did.
Was
P
it the
moments
ultimate
or
compilation or some shit?
Oh,
Something
right. I
like
did
that,
see that. I did see that.
Comment comes from Cussing 818 who says most slept on forward with the crazy handle was VC. Vince had such a nice handle. Everyone only thinks about his dunks, but he had a nice bag. And Vince Carter got a lot of love in the comments. Vince Carter and also, who was it? Grant Hill.
Yeah.
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill also has some crazy crossovers.
Too bad his
and like a nice head.
footage is like in the worst quality possible. Like I went through a rabbit hole the other day. I think we were in Discord. I was
talking about
watching
Marcus All?
hella Marcus Gasol and Boris Diaw, and I'm like, this is the perfect time to watch highlights for them because like Boris Diaw was 2014 with the Spurs, and the highlights is crazy. Marcus Gasol was around a similar time. I was like, you know what? Let me go back. I was like, Latrell Sprewell, what's up? Footage is awful. I might as well just listen to the damn thing.
Grant Hill shit decent though.
You think so?
I think so for the time it is. I'll be watching
That
that
shit
shit.
I be
so
thinking that like a lot of
pixelated,
shit is
bro.
fine.
I'm spoiled.
because I used to watch like Hardwood Classics all the time, and they shit was like,
But even they upscale Hardwood Classic. The random YouTube highlights that random NBA fan found, they always gonna be fucking 420p or 480p.
But that's what I'm saying. They have shit of Grant Hill that's in like HD. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
like the hardwood type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just want to go like random moments. That's not like the biggest moments. You know what I mean?
or I hate it when it's a highlight or it's like a compilation, and it'll be like a HD one, and the next one is just like blurry as hell.
That's how Michael Jordan should be.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan will have some shit where it's like, oh, this is a historic moment, but then there would be some shit from his second year, and that shit, boy.
What's the
You gotta
recipe
go fix
for
the antenna.
a prime old NBA mixtape on YouTube?
I don't know, because I'm not a mixtape guy.
Oh, okay.
I like to watch.
It always had to be like some random ass song.
Oh, you mean like, oh.
As it like the editor, the person that put it, you couldn't hear
Like
no
the
game
ensemble
sound.
of it.
No.
It was like some Lil Wayne, Fireman, Fire for Fireman in the
I
background.
don't even think it's that.
What is it?
It's literally gonna be some rap, but it's gonna be some shit that you don't know, but you heard your parent listen to.
And then usually it be starting off, it's like,
Ain't no joke.
it's like
literally, it's
them
gonna be some
standing
rock.
waiting, like, or them standing while they have like the national anthem going on.
Yeah,
They have
like
their
a
warm ups,
slow-mo.
slow-mo, they walking up, they come
And
off
they
the
gonna
bench.
show the best highlight 3 times. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Bro, I hate when they show the same highlight for like 3
They gonna
times.
show it in different angles and replay
Yeah.
it.
Slow motion, fast. They gonna show it from the helicopter.
Don't
angle.
let him be a decent editor. He gonna
Reverse it a little bit. Always the beginning is a blank screen with some blue text that say
Yeah.
Grant Hill by JG Productions.
Yo,
Okay,
I ain't no joke. That shit hilarious.
I'm glad
bro.
we talking about this though, because today's Drop the Mic, and this came from when we was playing, because there's been a lot of like NBA crossover, the
Bro,
grid
let it
shit
be a
going
smooth
on.
player. Penny Hardaway. Whose world is this?
Oh,
The world is yours.
It just got me thinking about like some of the players that are in the back of our mind. Like dig deep. Who is a player that you randomly think about and it just kind of unlocks some memories for you?
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith had a couple years where he was like
I love Josh Smith.
shot chucker, but man, he had some moments where you're like, damn, this dude's about to be an all NBA player.
Hey,
And
real
it just
shit,
it
bro.
never really happened.
Hawks Shot Smith.
Yeah, he was on the whole. That was the first thing that came to mind when you said that.
Josh Howard. I don't know why. When he was at the Dallas Mavericks, I just was a fan of him.
So that's Drop the Mic. Just drop a random NBA player that unlocks some memories for you. Just dig deep. Dig deep.
Who was somebody for you?
Well, no, it came up because we was talking about Martell Webster. I was like, I ain't heard that name in so damn long.
out to
bro.
And then you
Martell-
Google his name, like to look at a YouTube highlight.
Oh yeah. And the first one is that they were down 3 in the game, and so they had the ball like on the far side, inbounding it, and he ran all the way up the court down 3, and he dunked it like a poster dunk. And it was just like, what the
I
hell?
want to say Martell Webster. Is he like the last high school player that got drafted?
I thought it was Andrew Bynum.
Oh, okay.
Andrew
Martell-
Bynum one sounds right, but
yeah,
I
it
don't know.
does. Martell
He's
Webster,
also
man.
like 12 years old when he got drafted.
Martell Webster, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well,
For
bro.
real.
I like Martell Webster. A player that unlocks a memory. I don't know.
Also, on a lesser scale, Kyle Korver too.
I miss Kyle Korver.
Yeah, Kyle
Like-
Korver is one of those.
I was gonna
dudes.
say somebody from an old Bulls team because I just remember being a kid. We didn't have like crazy cable. Wasn't even that big thing. Nobody really had cable, but we had a small TV in the kitchen, and I would watch like Bulls games on WGN. And this is like Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford for sure.
I
This
used to love
Jay
me
Will
some-
before the accident.
Andre
Will.
Miller was my guy.
Andre Miller Hooper.
Marcus Camby with the Nuggets. I don't know. I thought that he would be some like missing piece for them.
This is a good question considering, like you said, the grid shit that been going on because you got to dig into your NBA mind.
Bro,
to
I
do
was
those
blue. I
grids,
did
bro.
mine late last night, and I put in good answers, but I guess because I did it so late, the percentage went up. Because then after I did mine, I'm like, I'm fake blue. But then I posted my shit. I didn't post it, but I remember my shit. I seen you post yours, or you post yours. Somebody accused one of y'all of lying.
Oh, that was
me.
Mike.
And I'm like, with that score, I was ashamed of my score. My shit was
I had like a
on there.
113 or
Yeah.
some shit.
That's you know what that is?
what
Hella disrespectful.
it is.
For your job to be NBA and people think you cheating on guessing NBA players is crazy.
I called him out on Googling.
I didn't though.
Wait,
Well, it was
what
funny.
was about it that was
I have to-
Google
I have
related?
I
to
mean,
go.
look, I can just look at
Because
my.
I just saw yours and me and you both put Aaron Brooks for like it was like Bulls and
Yeah.
somebody. I was
Rockets,
like,
Bulls,
Rockets,
Rockets.
right?
I
yeah.
remember which one it was.
It was one. I'm like, there's no way Darrick knew who the fuck that was.
I got one yesterday and it was like 2%. And it was like for the Magic and Hornets, I believe it was.
Oh, it was this one.
And it was Jason
here? We're not-
Richardson.
I would have put Magic
see.
and Hornets.
Yes.
Magic and Hornets. I haven't done it in a few days.
See-
I'm slacking.
It's not that you wouldn't have known these players, but I just didn't know that you knew that Steve Novak played for the Raptors in OKC.
Oh yeah, I knew. Honestly, Steve Novak. I knew he played for OKC. It was a guess for the Raptors. I
So
didn't know.
when y'all playing these, are y'all getting shit wrong? Like by
Yeah,
making
sometimes.
guesses?
Yeah, sometimes
I
do.
can't
So
get
that's
it.
like a part of my brain. I'm like, I refuse to get anything wrong.
Oh,
So I will make like I will be in my mind like, did he play here? But if I'm not 100% sure, I won't guess it. Because like
Oh.
on the real one, the MLB one, you get no wrong guesses.
oh, for
So
real.
you gotta go 9 for 9. Or if you miss, then like whatever's left, you.
I would say the first time I got something wrong was yesterday because I was trying to. The Portland Trailblazers All NBA. I was trying not to put in
Dame,
obvious people,
yeah.
Dame, whatever. So I was guessing old
I think I went
players.
LaMarcus.
That
Just
was-
Yeah.
I had to guess old players that was before my time because I didn't know.
That's
Mo
what
Lucas
I
or
think. It
something?
was somebody in my chat. was
Somebody
talking
had
about-
guessed Bill Walton.
those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, well, Mo Lucas.
Somebody I think it was his name is Vontae. He was in my chat. He said, "What I be doing?" He said, "Like if I can't get it, I just be thinking about 2K or like my team, and I think about all the old players." And that's what I was doing with that Jason Richardson, that Magic. I didn't know he played. I didn't know what he did with the
Yeah, if I don't know,
Jason Richardson.
So what should you guess?
Because they had Magic and Hornets. So I
Oh.
just went through like the old Magic rosters that I knew.
Yeah, if I don't know
He fit in.
someone, I'll just guess all
So
the
you was on the
journeymen.
game?
The journeymen.
No,
be
I
hitting.
was just in my head.
Yeah,
Journeyman is the if you don't know something, guess a journeyman. Guess
Yeah.
Jeff Green.
Ish Smith works for like
Yeah,
90.
facts.
Joe
Robin
Smith.
Lopez.
see, I would never do
Joe
no shit
Smith.
like that. 'Cause then, yeah, that's just guessing.
Yeah.
I'ma literally say, okay, I knew like
But
the
when
all
you think
NBA.
about it, you get a 30% chance of getting it right with Joe Smith. He's played for a third of the league. You got a 33% chance of getting it right.
Same with Ishmael.
It's Smith too. Just guess it's Smith. If you're like super stuck, that's all. If you're super stuck, but I like that it makes you think.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I don't think ball no more.
you know.
2-3 years ago, I was a hoop intellect.
You don't
Shout out
think-
to our guy.
Keandre, what up?
Shut up.
You don't think ball no more? What?
I don't know. I
Because
used
you
to,
don't play the fucking game.
I don't play 2K anymore. But I used to try to think like, I don't know, try to innovate and shit in the game of basketball or in the content world of basketball. And I just feel like I don't do that anymore.
Play 2K. It's gonna unlock it.
I only play 2K to film videos.
2K
I'm out of
coming
that.
up. 2K coming soon.
I guess so.
2K, and like it really gets my juices flowing. Like that's the one thing I can give 2K. Like actually playing the game, and Montrezl Harrell got 14 badges. Yeah, that's not fun. But when we do these leagues, I always think about teams that I enjoyed growing up, and I try to like replicate them. This past league, I didn't had a pick to really replicate, but like on 2K24, the league, I'm going to try to create the 07 Suns.
I knew he was about to say.
I'm gonna try to find me a Steve Nash, a small ball Duncan. I'm gonna just try to, and that's just my fun and my challenge because it's like at this point I'm not necessarily trying to win the league every time we play. Obviously, you want to win, but I'm trying to have some fun and the
We
best.
should do it with like the all-time
Niggas be
players.
weak in the league anyway, Pete.
You heard this
You
silly
cool.
shit he's saying?
What do you say?
Do it with the all-time players.
I don't want to do that.
No,
shit.
that shit. Is
We
gonna
used
be
to do it as
O
homies, and I
fucking-
used to love it.
That shit gonna be O fucking C.
Yeah, it was fun when we were younger.
But and with your homies is different than this league, bro. As a commissioner, there is so much whining, complaining, and crying, and constantly needing things to happen. It's like motherfuckers want Ben Simmons to play 5 positions.
Somebody put it. He's like, he wanted to change Ben Simmons to point guard. I was like, that nigga didn't play no point guard last season.
I'm just like, bro. And his secondary is already point
It's
guard.
already
So it's
point
like,
guard.
why do you want a primary when you can just play him there? And then I played against the dude, and he had Ben Simmons playing point guard, power forward, center. Like, I'm just like, holy shit. They asking me to put guys at positions that's why I had to put the rule in. If he didn't play that position in real life, do not ask me. Motherfucker messaging me, man, is it okay if I put Cantor at power forward? I'm like,
why would you even want to do that?
but he had played against the people
That nigga has Draymond at small forward.
Yes, that's him. He just put in a big ass lineup, and motherfuckers just complaining. So I'm like, bro, please just play these guys at their position, bro.
Draymond ain't played the 3 since like year 2.
Please, please just play them at their position, bro. Please.
Derek, you got rumor mills?
I think I got a few more. It's pretty dry.
It is a dry time.
Who was the last person in high school? Oh, boom, Amir Johnson.
Amir Johnson just locked some memories.
Yeah.
Is Amir Johnson in the Big 3 right now? Why do I feel like I've seen him hoop recently?
No, he's in the G League. He's playing with the G League guys.
Damn.
That's a dude I
did
remember
not know
clearly
that.
in them military ass jerseys that the Raptors had.
Raptors,
Yeah,
yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he used to wear Jordans. Like, remember when
I ain't
DeMar,
pay that
Rudy
too much
Gay,
closer to.
they used to wear like the retro, like they'll wear these 5s. They're hooping them.
Oh,
And
I
he
used
used
to
to
see
take them out of
LaMarcus.
DeMar.
LaMarcus used to hoop in 11s
Yes.
or like some
Yes.
12.
I don't even know how you can hoop in 11. 11 don't
Jordan,
even feel
He
like
get-
comfortable
he's, well,
shoes to hoop
he's
in.
getting taped up professionally, so he
Oh,
can hoop
yeah.
in anything, really. But if me and you going, we're not going to be taped up. We're going to really
The last rumor that we had that came out recently is that the Mavs want to work out a sign and trade with Christian Wood
That
in
is
order to get
somebody-
back something for him.
That's somebody who I'm just interested to see what happens with him.
I just don't understand. I don't get what their return will be. I don't really think they're going to get much of value that they really want in return for Christian Wood.
You probably just don't want him on their damn team.
You just let him walk.
But
Realistically.
you have a chance to get something.
Yeah, I guess.
Get something.
I feel like any team that would have wanted him would have got him by now.
True.
Yeah.
But that's why I say guys like him, Kelly Oubre, who are still left, I would just take a pay cut, bet on myself, and go to a really, really good team.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
and
that
be
Kelly
overpowered.
Oubre is still just sitting out there. Kelly Oubre had a really good year.
The Mavericks are linked to him.
I would love to see him there.
Yeah,
I think he would fit really good next to Luka, and he could have a blossom out, and then boom, get a bigger deal somewhere.
And it's crazy because I keep seeing like the reports that they're not expecting him to take that minimum or anything like because what he made last season, but he can make more money if he just take that minimum and prove it because he can hoop.
Yeah,
No doubt about it. It's just I think the league, like they said, nobody really wants to give him more than the minimum.
Kelly Oubre.
No, I'm talking about Christian Wood.
Oh,
That's why he needs to go to a team that's contending, and he needs to play a role and show that he has a role on contending teams. Because the league is looking at Christian Wood and they don't know his value because they haven't seen him do anything at a high level as far as winning basketball. His best seasons were what, the Pistons and Rockets and shit.
You know,
So
I
it's
was just
like-
He's been on 6 teams in 7 years.
I was
or 5
looking at
teams
like
in
some
6
mock
years?
trades or like mock signing trades. They looked pretty bad. I think one that the best one that was looking, or the best one that looked good was like something for Capella. But I was like, the Hawks probably not for them. That's just too much. I feel like for at this point.
But
for
you know what? Capella is one of those players where like their value is, I don't know. Like it's just like obviously he's
they
good
were
at
saying
basketball.
it makes sense for both sides because the Hawks get kind of like a third score. They kind of replace John Collins, but you replace John
I see what
Collins.
you mean.
You stretch the
Christian
floor.
Wood.
Yeah. And then you also be able to stretch the floor for like 00 or something like that if that's the plan. And then on the other side, obviously
that's a very
the
small
Mavs get-
front court.
It is.
I'm not
Onyeka
starting.
and
If I
Christian
do that
Wood?
trade, I'm not starting Christian Wood.
You're right,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm starting Sadiq Bey at the 4 or something. I'm just I'm so far out on Christian Wood when I want to like win basketball games.
Bro, the other one that I seen, and I was like, what the hell? It was straight up Christian Wood for Dean Wade. Straight up.
D Wade's cool.
They were
I
saying
like
you
Dean
at
Wade.
least get somebody who could play 20 minutes a game instead of just losing Christian
Now
Wood.
in that case, for Christian Wood, I won't mind it because you're always gonna pair him with somebody else that defends well.
Yeah.
He's gonna be with Jared Allen or Evan Mobley at all times. And in that case, I like his role, something like that. Christian Wood can score his ass off. But it's like when you're that size, in my opinion, the most important thing defensively is a guy that can protect the rim because the layup is the easiest shot in ball. And if you don't do that or you don't add anything of deterrence, it's just like it's hard for me to want to have you on the team.
Yeah, especially for a team like the Hawks where they already got Trae Young on the court. you don't want to add Christian Wood to that mix, and now boom, you got 2 liabilities. And Onyeka, he's already undersized for a center, so he's already like at a disadvantage. So you don't want to. You're literally gonna have 3 people on the court at the one time that's a disadvantage offensively.
How do y'all feel about the Hawks? Because I
feel like they're destined for a trade. They're not gonna. I don't see them in any shape or form being better than probably the Bucks as long as they got Giannis. Probably not the Celtics. Philly is always, I guess Philly is a toss-up now, but like I guess like the top teams, I just don't
Even
see
with
them in
even without
echelon
Harden, they're not
yet.
better.
The
Than
Cavs,
Philly.
I don't see them being better than the Cavs.
Yeah, the Knicks, they're not better than the Knicks either.
It feels like this is very limited, and even though we've seen it for 1 year, it was enough to have some doubt in your mind, enough to be like, man, we could trade Trae Young or trade DeJounte.
I don't really have high hopes for him.
Johnson just signed an extension, so that trade shit is gone for at least 90 days.
That could happen in 90 days.
Yeah. But you know what? When I look at their roster, and maybe I'm just being naive, when I look at their roster, I kind of like it.
I think they're going to be young and fun.
The only thing I don't like is that DeAndre Hunter still has 4 years left. DeAndre Hunter's contract runs to the end of 27. Ain't that crazy?
How much is he making? Like
$20+ million a year.
When did he just sign that contract?
I don't remember when he signed it.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, 'cause he said it's a long contract. Because I feel like was it after like he had a big playoff stint or something a couple years ago?
I don't know, but
because I remember at a time when they were
signed.
signed. I don't remember when, but I think when they did sign him, it made sense. Because it's like he just showed some promise. He showed that he could defend. We don't want to like let go of him for nothing.
No, yeah, he's the perfect 3-man to have next to Trae Young. But like,
I disagree because he doesn't shoot. He doesn't shoot well.
He also hasn't really been, like last year. He wasn't healthy. He
That's
was
been
hurt.
a big thing in his career.
Yeah. So like maybe he really just has to have a full like year of being healthy because he's shown flashes of being decent.
Yes.
He's even started putting the ball on the floor a little bit more.
With that
like,
one Miami Heat game when they got their swept.
So like I think
he
there's
had like 30, didn't he, or something like that.
there's some signs there that there's more to him. He just has to stay on the court.
They can't get that position down pat for shit. They've tried. Sadiq Bey, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, the wing position
Maybe they
in
just
Atlanta.
can't have a young one.
AJ Griffin might be the one.
You don't see.
I like
Griffin.
Jalen Johnson with
AJ
this
Griffin.
team.
The only thing that scares me is that I know it's just summer league, but he didn't look. When you go into year number 2, you play
supposed to
summer
look
league.
really good.
You supposed to at least look good.
Yeah.
Not look at least good. But again, it is just summer league, and we've seen players have really good summer leagues and be ass, and the vice versa. So you don't want to think too much about it. But he didn't look good in it.
I mean, I think that's normal criticism to look at a second-year player and be like, oh, he didn't look head and shoulder above these guys that he's supposed to. No. That's funny that we still have these noodles just laying around.
So DeAndre Hunter is guaranteed 20 next year, 21, 23, and then 24 in the 27 season.
Hey, shout out to his agent.
Seriously, though. Because
Projection contract.
Man.
They probably projected him to be the best wing you could put next to Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, man. I'm with KB. I just think that the roster is always going to look a decent amount away because you're looking at everybody in a best light.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always going, but, they got to come down. We seen Quinn Snyder at the win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did see Coach.
The way
He looked
you
real
feel
tired.
about,
He up there
like the Hawks,
scheming.
like there's something in them that you want to believe in. I feel that way about like the Pistons. With Cade coming back and everything like that, I feel like they could be that team that from the bottom of the East, I feel like they could slide to that play-in or at least playoffs.
Oh,
bottom tier.
That
Holy
that
shit.
would be a big jump based
They
on their
think-
offseason, or just
I
having
just feel
Cade back.
adding Cade. I think they had a good offseason, but they knew also add Cade back, who missed the whole year.
What did they do this offseason? Oh, so they drafted well. I
They
think.
drafted well for the most part.
And then they trade for Joe Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for that jump. They should be a little better, but I don't think they're ready. They got a lot to figure out, man. Who's their starting center?
All of them.
They got options.
I
I'm
guarantee
thinking
you
Jalen
they're
Duran,
going to
though.
try everything.
I think they're going to run the
James Wiseman.
Yeah. It depends on if they trade Bogdanovich by the time the beginning of the season start. If they do, then they're probably going to run Wiseman and Duran like they're doing in Summer League. If not, then it's going to be Bogdanovich, and then I guess Jalen and Wiseman going to have to fight for that spot. And
Does the star start from day one?
I want him to.
I think it depends
That's why.
on Bogdanovich.
That's why I said
Yeah.
I don't mind them just trading Bogdanovich and trying to get something back for him.
Because if you got second year Ivy, basically second year Cade, and Asar is starting, I don't see no play-in personally. I like Cade, but damn, who the fuck you think he is?
This is the baseline year with Monty being in there and
I didn't say they
everything.
go to the finals.
Play-in is a finals for them. What did they do
Some
last
Patrick
year?
Beverly shit.
Them motherfuckers won how many games?
25? I don't know. Then
So
So you saying they can jump up to
Yeah.
like 40?
I don't think you got to be at 4.
to add, man.
I don't think you got to be at
Based on
40
their
to make the
offseason.
play-in.
But then again,
What is the play-in? I'm gonna look to see.
Teams usually hit around 38 to 40 wins to be in a play-in.
having Cade play 12 games last season, having a healthy Cade season is going to add wins, obviously, because he was 17 to 65. What did I say? 25? God damn.
So yeah, I
You
don't
think they're gonna go from 17 to 40? I can't see that happening.
Yeah,
What, we
no.
playing
If
too
they
much
do,
2K?
put money on it right now, like in Vegas, and you might like a rich
I might
man.
have to.
If
Because if the odds is
Cade-
bad, I don't got to
Cade
put
must
too
have
much
gave
in
you
it.
some buckets in the league.
Nah, I
He's like,
believe-
man,
I
that
believe in the
motherfucker that
Cade.
can hoop.
he can
I
get
believe
them
in the
up to
Cade
40
man look.
wins.
yeah, I think they still a year or two away. They
Yeah.
still have to figure out who the
I'll
hell
take
are
the
they
I'll
investing
take the
in.
Magic over them.
The Magic is my
Yeah.
guess. They
Yes.
won 34 games last season. I think it's the number. And Paolo just won Rookie of the Year. He's going to be better. Franz Wagner, we talked about last episode of being one of the most underrated players in
Markel
the
for a
league.
year.
Markel, this is my last year of putting Markel in my MIP first 5 preseason. If he don't hit it this year, I'll
That's
never
okay,
say
though.
it
He's still
again.
a
But
really
it's
good
funny
player.
because Markel actually had a really good year.
He did.
Yeah.
He just didn't have an
Yeah, he
MIP
didn't have
year.
an MIP year, yeah, but
But there's an obvious difference when he was injured the first part of the season versus when he came back and how good the team was.
yeah.
They still lack a 3-point shooting. That's the big thing about the Orlando Magic. They have not a lot of good shooters outside of Franz being slightly above league average.
But they drafted Jordan Howard. So
They Jet.
Who?
Jet Howard, my bad. Jet Howard, my bad.
Who?
They also got
But the question is how much
Joe
is he?
Ingles.
How much is he going to
They
play
also
as a
got
rookie?
Caleb
How much is he going to play? Caleb Houston.
Houston.
Why you say his name?
Oh, I thought he was locked in.
Oh, okay.
He was locked in. But
Nah,
how
I like
many
Caleb Houston.
minutes are those
Caleb
dudes
Houston
going to
missed
play?
a lot of fucking big
He
threes
did.
in summer
He
league.
did. But he got that type of shot that is like, that motherfucker is ready to let it fly.
It is.
Jet Howard might play a solid amount of minutes.
What's-
Just because of the
what's
3-point
solid
shooting.
to you?
Like 15, 18 minutes. I think that's enough. For a rookie, yeah.
That's like 9th man in the rotation numbers. 15, 18 a game.
Yeah.
He got to compete
They have a
with
lot of
Kevon
stuff they got to
Harris.
figure out with the rotation.
Yeah. Good problems to have, though.
Yeah. And
I
if
know.
he's shooting that thing like he should, it's gonna force the coach to play him more minutes.
I'm here for a big Wendell Carter season.
Would y'all guarantee?
I'm here for Paulo to take a all-star second-year jump.
Yep.
Who
Would
said-
y'all guarantee OKC a playoff spot?
No.
Guarantee. Let me take a look around.
Mm-mm.
Guarantee is tough. Only thing
Hey,
I'm
yes.
guaranteeing is like the Nuggets.
We barely could guarantee your Lakers last year.
Right.
They made it though.
I ain't guaranteeing them shit.
So we guaranteeing the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
We guaranteeing the Grizzlies,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
even with Ja missing 25 games.
I think
Mhm.
they're gonna be cool.
Guaranteeing the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteeing the Suns.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guaranteeing the Clippers.
Yeah.
Guaranteeing the Warriors.
Yeah.
Guaranteeing the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's 7 teams right there.
Gunna. That's the Gunna song. Yeah.
Guaranteeing the Wolves,
No.
No.
Pelicans,
No.
Thunder,
No.
Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Yes, I can't guarantee them shit.
No, that's even. I didn't
Yeah,
even
no.
really thinking about.
I
that.
love
we went through that
Luka.
17s. We didn't even say the Mavericks.
I was just
bro.
going
I
like those
I
things.
will-
The Mavericks finna have a
I'll
crazy
guarantee
season.
him just because they just re-signed Kyrie.
I love Luka and I love Kyrie.
I don't even remember what their record was once they had signed Kyrie.
Because they were
It don't
good.
matter.
Yes,
Not
at
good.
some point they were the 4th seed. They just went on this losing skid and they
That
just
shit
lost.
don't matter. Y'all was the number 1 seed.
Right.
That
And
is
y'all,
true.
you know who I can't guarantee? I can't guarantee y'all shit.
You're not supposed to. Guarantee us a lottery pick.
I think y'all guaranteed a lot of teams. That's a lot of guarantees.
Tell me who I shouldn't guarantee. I shouldn't guarantee the Grizzlies.
25 games missing of Ja. No Tyus Jones back there. Now
You got
Marcus
Marcus Smart.
Oh shit, they
No,
don't.
Marcus-
have
It's Marcus Smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on
I
now.
forgot that
We're
Tyus
not
was
doing
the
that.
Wizard.
We're not doing that.
Again, I'm just going based on the literal
Marcus
term.
Smart, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson.
It's a very good team. Still.
Yes.
But I'm just going off the literal. Remember, we got on Darrick ass when he guaranteed some shit. I don't remember what
He
you
guaranteed them like the finals or something
Right.
like that.
Who?
I think he guarenteed.
I did
somebody in the
guarantee a
finals.
team to go
Warriors.
to the finals, but I don't
He
remember.
kept guaranteeing the Warriors.
I just going to the literal sense of like 100% chance. That's what a guarantee is.
There's
Yeah.
a bigger chance of that than going to the finals for sure.
Yeah.
In this,
I'm guaranteeing the Grizzlies.
Kings.
Unless
I'm just going team by
unless
team again.
all 3 of them
Okay,
dudes I
okay.
named tear their ACL, I'm guaranteed the Grizzlies.
Okay, so let's change this experiment. We're gonna say based on the 7 games guarantees y'all had, what would it take for them not to be a guarantee anymore?
Okay.
Okay.
We started off with the Nuggets. It's like Jokic.
Jokic being
right?
injured, yeah.
Grizzlies. What? And I don't mean like whole starting five.
No, it would
hit
be
by
Jaren
train.
Jackson.
No, I think
Jaren Jackson. It would be some way, shape, or form. He's not there.
Jaren Jackson or Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
One of them.
That means injury or like lack of
No.
I think it's
injury.
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 I would just say lack of play.
I think they can
Or
get
just
away
not, 'cause I
more
think-
with
I don't-
Desmond Bain versus
What's a
Jaren.
lack of play for either one? I think those dudes they at the point where they not lacking play.
For last probably like 2 years, I think Ja has had times where he's missed. Like he's missing it from out of games, and they've always been good. So I feel like that's kind of a staple, but it could be the potential that they not as good missing Ja to start off the season. What'd you say? Steve Adams, yeah.
And I think they have a legitimate guy there. Marcus Smart, he ain't Ja, but shit.
Desmond Bain, I think if he starts off this right, because they're probably gonna go to him every year.
$200 million man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Desmond Bain.
he's
Every year it seemed like he's been adding more to his game. Like
Yes.
I said, he had like not struggled in the playoffs, but he's seeing like some type of wall. They was trapping him in that type of
I
shit.
honestly think that you need to model your game after him. If we could get that version of you being Eric Gordon.
What a turn.
Yeah, it went, I did not expect that at all.
If you could get to Desmond Bain, we'll be really, really fucking good.
I don't know.
He gotta be able to beat me to get to Desmond Bain.
You true. You
Y'all
lost to
gotta
him?
no.
When I was
So we say when the editor tallies up the total points scored in our 101s, it's not going to be Kenny Beecham with more points than you.
No.
the
You
fact,
wanna-
More air balls for
You
sure.
want to bet money?
the fact that this
You
is
can
a
bet $20.
conversation, Mike. The fact that this is a conversation is crazy.
$20? Come on,
This
raise
is just
raise the
like-
stakes
this
a
is
little
such-
bit more.
Yes. He
Oh,
was
thank
you.
cooking.
The cameramans were
Oh
watching.
man.
Mike,
we got a cameraman on the side that y'all can't see in frame is saying that
I mean,
KB
I
was
do want to
cooking
say
Mike.
neither of us was going hard. We weren't.
Bro, this
we weren't-
is like
this
the
is not a
most-
serious thing.
You
This
can
is the
tie my
most
left hand behind my back. KB getting
recreational,
that. All right,
like
relax.
joke around. Like this is during a halftime break in a shoot.
That's facts. But still, I scored more points.
And by the way, fans, I hope this video come out like
I'm not worried about it,
soon.
bro.
So y'all, it's a great video.
Yeah,
I ain't
wonder.
taking nothing serious that he telling me about.
Hopefully, it
hooping.
comes out before the new NBA season starts. I think that should be the goal.
Man, if this shit ain't, this shit got 2
We
weeks.
filmed Hot Ones 2 months ago.
I don't
And
care.
It
then
was
one-
2 months.
I'm exaggerating.
Oh.
But we did. One of the questions was name all of the people that we interviewed, and the comments was like, "How can they forget Steph and Clay?" Like, bro, that video was filmed 3 weeks
Oh,
before
yeah.
the Steph and Clay interview
sure.
happened.
Somebody asked me too. They watched the Hot One video. They was like, "Mike, how was your stomach after them wings?" I had to tell them.
Bro,
I was
Was
like,
it really? It wasn't that.
I
my
threw
shit was
up.
on 10.
Bro,
I threw up for
told
the
him,
milk,
I was
though.
like, we was at the mall, and D Mills is saying that like his stomach felt bad, like his stomach was hurting. And in my head, I was kind of like laughing at because I was like, my shit good. Bro, like 10 minutes later, I was like, I feel it like,
Bro,
I felt like I had to use
We
the
went to
bathroom
the mall.
immediately.
Dana met me at the mall. Went to some stores with her. I go to her car. Darrick car is still there. I left y'all, and we all dispersed. I'm like,
Bro,
I'm like, hold
I
on,
was
sweetheart.
fighting
That's
for my
Darrick-
life,
That's
bro.
Darrick car.
I
I'm
had
like,
to do
why
that
is
too
Darrick
before I
still here?
left.
Bro,
That
it
mean-
seemed like the more I walked, the more pain my stomach was going through. So I kept stopping.
You gotta remember that means you was at the mall for an extra hour shitting.
I couldn't shit though because I didn't have nothing in
You was
me.
just chilling there.
I was just in pain. I literally didn't eat that day except for those wings.
No, stomach cramps are like when your stomach be fucked
Yes.
up. It'd be terrible, bro.
Have y'all ever done a cramps machine?
No.
No.
No, like the one for pregnant. Like, no, not.
It's just like menstruation.
Oh no.
Nah, I'll pull a Pluto move. Take wife Scottie Pippen.
I have no idea. What
I don't, it sounded like you was talking in a different language.
Seriously.
I'll pull up,
Uh-huh.
pull a Pluto move. Take wife Scottie Pippen.
Are you pulling a future?
That's they call future Pluto.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
the V's.
They wouldn't have got that.
This is not a fire drill. It's the real.
What would it
thing.
take for the Suns?
But
not
no,
to
that
make
Darrick
guarantee?
video, it's coming. It's coming. It got 2 weeks. I'm finna be the
Or
most
else.
annoying. I'm gonna be the most annoying motherfucker. I'm going on strike.
I feel like all these. I'm trying to think of some shit that could happen. It's just
For the Suns?
it's either
The
injury.
Suns.
Nothing. They're guaranteed. If anything happened and they don't make the playoffs,
Yeah,
boy,
because even if their defense ain't all that, you're not going to be able to stop them offensively. They're just going to put up 130 points, and
And they can,
it'll work in the regular
they can
season.
afford to lose one of those dudes for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
and
just
still
because
win.
it's going to be very hard for them to not do it.
Clippers.
Kawhi and Paul George both being out again.
It's actually not as fun of an experiment.
It's not.
Because like they
As
did
I
go
thought
through
it was
that.
gonna
Yeah,
be.
they literally went
'Cause
through
it's
that
basically
last.
top player gets injured. That's like the answer to
Yeah.
everybody.
Because the Clippers literally went through that though. Like they literally didn't have Kawhi and Paul
The
George.
reason I asked this is because like
D-Rose played for the Grizzlies too.
he's on the roster.
does.
That's for damn show.
And he went 23.
Because I guess it would also on the other end, it would have to be like how the Lakers did last season. They almost missed it because they started off so damn bad.
Right.
For the Lakers, it would be like 3-point shooting. Like y'all shooters just literally ain't making shit, and like it's just LeBron and AD getting twos. And
Or half court offense in general for the Lakers. But again,
Yeah.
I don't see that. I don't see that happening either. I think the defense is going to carry over from last year. Only reason I'm asking this because I feel like if I would have asked the same question at the beginning of last season about the Mavericks, nobody like I feel like we would have guaranteed the Mavericks a playoff spot, and obviously they didn't make it. So I feel like the NBA is unpredictable, right? One of these guarantees probably not going to make it, but I'm just trying to figure out how does that happen. You know?
I think for me, what makes me comfortable is say the Mavs are guaranteed, just because like I think Luka when they did go down, he had got hurt. They were like the 4th seed before he got hurt.
How many games did he end up missing?
I don't remember, but I know they literally was like the 4th seed, and then he got hurt, and then they fell down the standings, and then that's when they made the big trade for Kyrie, and then they tried to like retool and like go again, but then they couldn't. So now you have a full season of Kyrie, and it's like I think that Garrett kind of for me makes that
Luka
Garrett.
actually
could help
played
that.
a lot of games this season.
What he played?
I
about
know what he's
77?
talking about.
66 was the number, and that may not
66.
sound like a lot, but when he did not play, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They won a lot of these games when he didn't play. One stretch, the longest stretch he went without playing a game like in a row was 4 games, and they lost by 6, and they won by 13, won by 6, won by 8 against some good teams. That's Kings, Clippers, Jazz, Warriors.
That Kings game
I know what
was-
he's talking about though, because I don't know if he necessarily was missing games or he might have missed 1 or 2, but there was a time where he messed up his knee or his ankle.
But this
And
was
it was-
before the Kyrie trade, yeah.
Yeah, I know, and it was bothering him a lot, and you could tell like he knew that he had to play,
Yeah.
but that like he couldn't play no more on that. Like he was doing too much on like one leg basically.
I thought their defense was going to be decent too. So
I think that was one of the determining factors. The defense just never really turned around like it had been over the last couple seasons. They basically lost their identity.
Yeah, they also Maxi Cleaver was like one of their like go to like defenders, and then it was like he's not really even playing that much. So like I don't know, their whole roster kind of just
Yeah, I feel like they're
Tim
one of
Hardaway
the-
Jr. was out the lineup.
They're one of the teams that shouldn't chase no names. Like they should be the
Nope.
ones that are chasing.
Too
like-
late.
Yeah,
Did that
well, I mean, like with
twice.
Kyrie,
Really. Count the Porzingis
they
ones.
need them like when we was talking about Dean Wade, like they need them players that's actually gonna run like roles instead of expecting like let me get my 15 shots a game or
But
whatever.
do you think there's a world now in the NBA where one guy surrounded by good role players can
Well, it'd
win?
be 2.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like you're saying, don't chase a name. So you're saying don't go get the Kyrie. Surround Luka with good complementary role players. Do you think that's the way you can win in the NBA today?
I mean, it looked like they were at their best when they did that. When it was Kristaps Porzingis, they had people that were one of the rolling roles. Like
It depends on what your definition is, though, Darrick. Because the NBA champion team right now only had 1 All-Star. You know what I mean? Like Jamal
Yep.
Murray's high level as hell,
Yeah.
but he's not a secondary, typical secondary All-Star talent for a
Yeah.
championship team.
That team is like an anomaly. They just play all so well together, and like it doesn't like
how many
Jokic
stars
literally
did
can
Giannis
just
have?
huh?
How many stars did Giannis have?
I think
Chris
that
Middleton
that year,
and Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday didn't make it. I think Chris Middleton made the
Chris
All-Star game that year.
He's
Yeah,
still,
but
he's
Drew
still
Holiday
even,
has, like, that
Jamal
all-star,
Murray might be
like,
better than
impact.
fucking Chris Middleton.
Jamal
That's-
Murray,
yeah,
yeah,
He does have all-star impact, especially in the playoffs. Yeah, for sure.
No, I think I agree with what you're saying though about Jamal Murray probably being better than Chris Middleton.
At their heights.
Yeah, on the championship run. Because I mean, Jamal had I guess y'all right where he was just fucking dogging.
Yeah,
35 points here. You know,
he always have like a playoff series where he just spaz, bro.
does he feel like an All-Star this year based on like last year's reputation?
yeah,
If he
Mm.
so this in the regular season this year he averaged 20 points per game even. If he averages 22, is he an All-Star
so.
strictly based off the run last year?
they're gonna probably try to get him in there. Am I going to say yeah? Probably not, but they're gonna try to get.
Would y'all give him the nod over like a De'Aaron Fox?
No, but it
hell
feels.
Aaron Fox, the clutch man of basketball.
I'm
last
not
season.
giving him the knock over shit. I'm telling you what they're going to try to do because it feels
'Cause
egregious
I
that
don't-
he hasn't been an All-Star.
especially if they're the 1 seed as well.
Exactly.
I think there's 4 guards that because you got Luka and Steph are locks.
Yep.
Shea, I think is a lock as well.
The thing
and
is,
then,
there's always going to be an injury to one of the
yeah,
guys.
and then Devin Booker is also a guard.
Anthony Edwards is the guard.
And yeah, Jamal Murray still may end up not making it.
all due
He might take
respect,
the CJ McCollum.
all
Yeah.
due respect, he's probably never getting my vote. But based off everything that they,
Yeah, he can average 30. He ain't get that bitch.
all the motherfuckers he just named,
It's a lot of- it's a
I
lot
don't
of
see a
guards.
scenario
It is.
where I ever put him over any of those
Yeah.
names. Derek,
Because I know Dame now is potentially going to be in the
you
East.
know who else, you know
So,
who in the West?
who else?
Kyrie Irving.
Oh fuck, Kyrie is now in the East.
The
Yeah,
West.
I mean the West. Yeah, there's a lot of guards in the
James
West.
Harden might be coming to the West.
And Darvin Ham said
Yeah.
it. Austin Reeves is probably gonna make an All-Star game one season, so you got to put him in that conversation.
He ain't lying.
Hey, Darvin Ham instills confidence. I love it.
Yeah, no, it is a lot of guards that are in these conversations. And that's not even accounting for somebody that could jump. I'm just gonna say Josh Giddey, like somebody a younger dude.
Oh wait,
that
John Moran is in them, but he's gonna
he
miss.
won't.
yeah,
He's missing 25
yeah, 25 games.
So you're right though.
Yeah, John Moran.
Regular
he's-
year, John Moran's a name that's in there for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jamal Murray just might not make
Bradley Beal is in the West.
Yeah.
Hell
Can you
no.
imagine they had 3 All-Stars this year? They would have to be dominating.
it.
teams to
Yeah,
get through.
for sure.
It had
It's
to be
another team I'm thinking
Bama,
about.
Aiden.
Oh man.
Could y'all see a world where the Celtics have 3 All-Stars?
Who was their third All-Star?
Porzingis.
Oh,
Porzingis.
fucking KP. Hell yeah, I can see
Yeah, I
a
can
world
see
with
it.
that.
I
Yeah.
can see it.
They would
I
have to
forgot
be.
Porzingis playing for the Celtics. I got to get that number 8 Celtic jersey. Hell yeah,
I'm trying
man.
to think about like
Was Porzingis an All-Star last year?
No.
That's
Nah, but he
fucking
was-
crazy.
he didn't
I
make
voted
it.
for him on his show.
Yeah, he's French.
I had him on my shit. Chris
Yeah, I
Stout.
think I picked
Big
him as
stacks
I picked him as
Porzingis.
one too.
I took him one for one.
And you go to these live shows,
So who
they'll
made
tell
it?
you when I sign them shirts, I sign posters, you still see BSP. I'm still Big Stacks Porzingis.
Who made it over him that was like,
I
Wasn't
don't
it
know.
Brunson?
Brunson didn't make the All-Star game.
I don't remember, but I know he was definitely.
Oh no, wasn't it Drew Holiday? Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday was the one that got announced, and they had no footage of him on TNT.
Yeah.
He had a 0% chance of making it, according to them. I don't know. There's so many talented players. Are y'all ready for league expansion?
Yeah.
I am too, man. I think we're obviously a few years away, but I'm so ready to see more NBA teams. It's so much fucking talent in the league. You can't tell me that we can't hold 2 more organizations.
So
It's gonna give a chance for some fans to say they day ones.
Yes.
so essentially it would be one team in the East and one team. Where's the team in the East going?
That's the question. I think it's easy to pick between Vegas and Seattle for the
Yeah.
West. But what happens out East? No idea. I ain't even heard like a murmur of a potential city. Those other 2
because you
cities
literally just you
hear.
can't just add a team to the
Baltimore.
West and then be like
Be more.
Kansas City, since they
Kansas-
already got the Chiefs.
Kansas
Get 'em
City
a-
is a sports city.
I don't know how much they are basketball fans,
Right.
but I know they love football. So
And baseball.
yeah.
Get an old Park squad.
Oh, yeah. A secondary Chicago. There's 2 major sports teams for almost everything in Chicago.
Yeah. And fucking New York got 2 basketball teams.
How many Bulls fans will switch over to the new organization if there was a second Chicago team?
I would
That motherfucker was nice though.
The Chicago Vipers.
Yeah, bring them back. Well, no, what was the old team name? The Chicago. Some with a Z.
They'd have
Is
to.
it Zyphers? Oh, the Chicago Stags were a thing.
Oh, Zephyrs.
Zephyrs? That's how you pronounce it?
They would probably have to put the arena.
But that
in-
why? But ain't that the Wizards though?
Yeah, I was about to say that they got the Wizards got that on one of their jerseys.
Yeah.
They would probably have to put the arena in like Schaumburg or Naperville.
Naperville. Actually, I'm not going to be a fan of that team. I'm going
Because
to
like
fucking
they,
bake
because they can't put it in Chicago.
No, you're
There's
right.
like
I bet
fucking,
their arena's finna be nice.
there's fucking 4 arenas in Chicago already.
United sent a fake out west though. They could put it downtown.
Yeah, it is out west for sure.
They could put the real downtown.
On the water. Put it on the water.
On the water.
Put it on the water.
Fuck it. Put it on Navy Pier. Extend Navy Pier.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Another Eastern Conference city.
Yeah.
I'm
Baltimore?
too bad
I'm gonna look up.
geographically.
Baltimore. Baltimore what?
That's what I just said.
Bullets.
I said Baltimore.
Hey man.
NBA.
Reese, I love y'all, but they
I was just thinking of all the major cities on the East.
Yeah, you just got to go to a place that has
Why it
sports
gotta be on the
teams.
East?
Because we already got one out west with Seattle or Vegas.
Vegas.
So, we're looking
So
for
it has
some
to be a
place
team in the East.
out east.
That would be great. Tallahassee.
Or no, just
Michigan
Florida.
Wolverines.
This is an article. This is an article.
Miami, Orlando. Now you
Louisville.
got Florida.
Louisville,
No.
Louisville, Kentucky.
St. Louis,
No.
St. Louis.
Mexico City.
Well, St. Louis could have a team.
Oh, Mexico City would be considered on the East?
Jason
No, I don't
Tatum and
think
them
so,
be running to St. Louis, but
Yeah. Nashville. Nashville's a sports city.
but you have Memphis already.
Virginia Beach.
That'd be crazy
No,
having
Virginia
like a
Beach
team.
sound like a damn.
It'd be crazy having a
league.
team in Mexico. That'd be kind of wild.
Yeah.
Like players would literally have to move their family.
I don't
to
think
a whole
it's too
different
far
country.
off though. I mean, we have teams in Canada. It's just southern version of that.
Vancouver.
Vancouver's on the west though.
Yeah, that would be
It's
on
right
the
next to
west.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
it was a west. Yeah. Vancouver
Um,
was out west. Yeah.
fuck it. Just add another team to a big city that already got one. A third New York.
No,
That'd be crazy.
the new New York
New
Mets.
Jersey.
The New Yorks.
New
Go back to
Jersey.
New Jersey.
East
New
Rutherford.
Jersey.
Is that where it's at?
Bro, that is so many teams in one little cluster.
Yeah.
That
No, they
just
can't.
sound
They can't
crazy.
sustain that.
Another fake ass beef.
Right. Yeah. For real.
Because you got the Celtics, you got the Knicks, you got the Nets, you got the New Jersey, whatever. That's just a lot of teams in one area.
Derek, if they told you for an expansion draft you can only save 6 people from your favorite organization, who are the 6 people you save? Hello?
You didn't have one player that came to
What
mind.
the
I was thinking of the Bulls. I didn't really know.
Oh, you know
I said,
he's talking about
if
the
that's your
Blazers.
favorite organization, talk about the Bulls. I didn't know
Holy
that.
shit.
I didn't know who I would want to say. Zach Levine
Okay.
and Vooch,
Okay.
Patrick Williams,
Mhm.
Ayo Dosunmu.
He's not even on the roster
say-
currently, but
yeah,
okay.
Oh, no.
saved all-
Actually, Javon Carter.
You saved all of these and you ain't saving DeMar DeRozan?
No.
What? Oh, you
Who else? You got 2 more spots.
Actually, I'll say DeMar. I'll put him
Oh,
in there.
yeah. aw.
And
Okay.
then
One more spot.
What would be the point of letting him just go to a team though? That doesn't even make sense.
Historically, when a good player is in an expansion draft, it's because their contract is too big for their production. With DeMar being on the last year of his deal, you just bring him back. If you're going to move him, you can't move him.
Yeah.
It's like the immovable contracts. But I don't think those exist in the NBA anymore like it did back in the day. Well, you get one more spot.
Did I say Javon?
You did say Javon.
Okay. And then
You don't fuck with Kobe White?
Or Alex Caruso or
It was one
Dalen
of them.
Terry.
it was
or
one of them. I was tossing it up.
I'm taking
Caruso.
Back. Yeah, Caruso got it.
Yeah.
Caruso, that nigga.
I don't think he is, though.
That motherfucker's a winner right there.
Hey, when we don't tell Mike before the show no and bomb, bro, you've dropped like 7 this episode alone. You making that face? Somebody clip him. You've been dropping them.
Yeah, how the fuck we ever gonna get on TV?
In the early show, when you were telling your stories about the pizza and the white dude that also said that word, you used it a couple different times.
That's because it was more so part of the story, if you don't understand.
Okay. There are alternatives than saying the actual word, but hey, I digress. Pierre, what about you for the Knicks? In normal expansion, you get 8. But I'm gonna say 6.
I'm gonna be real quick with you, right? Because he took forever.
Yes.
So Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly,
Okay.
and Quentin Grimes, baby.
That's what I was thinking.
Quentin Grimes.
Okay.
Much as I love Dante DiVincenzo,
So Dante
we haven't seen
DiVincenzo,
it.
Josh Hart.
Oh, I'll take that back. Josh Hart instead
Instead
of Grimes.
Ooh. Okay.
Josh Hart instead of Grimes.
Grimes might be the like
He's my
in
favorite Nick.
an expansion. He might be like the guy. Like, oh, we got Josh Grimes.
Yeah.
Josh Grimes. Quentin Grimes.
But you
gonna
see,
do something.
you would also know what I was thinking, but I didn't want to be bogus.
What's that?
Bringing both of them and letting RJ go ahead and be the star somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I
You
would.
wouldn't have been wrong for that.
Well, RJ's
I
about
would've
to
been
be
wrong.
the star.
No, I should follow my
piece.
heart.
Yeah.
So Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, Emmanuel Quickly. RJ is now the star of the Seattle
RJ going to
Sonics.
Seattle and spazzing maybe. Well, RJ's about to be the
That
star
opened
player.
up a lot of money for us.
True. You got to think about it that way too, I guess. He about to be the star player in the Embiid trade next season. What about you with your Lakers?
Obviously, I'm taking LeBron and AD with me.
Okay.
Austin Reeves.
Great pick.
That's your big 3 right now, right?
Because boy, if you let him go, if I was a fan of Seattle, I'd be. Ugh.
I'll probably take Vando with me.
Okay.
Gabe Vincent.
Over D'Angelo Russell.
I'm taking on. This one could honestly be a toss up.
Who's in mind?
Give us the shooter, I guess.
He played for the Raptors.
You just try to protect somebody that don't play for the team.
He plays for the Raptors.
You lost your spot, actually. You can protect them all you want. So
I don't give a fuck.
letting Rui walk?
Oh
D'Angelo
no!
Russell walk?
I don't know why I thought we could let D'Angelo Russell rock. Rui, we definitely take it.
Okay. All right.
D'Angelo Russell, he all right.
Cam Reddish.
Who would be the best player not protected in a real expansion, y'all think?
Who's a deep ass team?
Because
Who's on a bad contract?
That's also a good question.
Or could it be Aiden?
Aiden's protected 1,000%. You gonna protect Bowl over him?
Right.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It'd be somebody.
Some people might though. I ain't gonna lie. Some people on Twitter might protect Bowl over DeAndre.
It might be somebody out in Boston.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
just one of those deeper teams.
Yeah.
Like an Al Horford.
Or you.
Actually, no. He might
they probably
get
pick up
protected.
Brogdon.
Or you know who it'd be actually? A Rockets or a Spurs. They got
just
so
the
much
young players. Yeah.
That they're
the
like,
younger
okay, the
talent.
Rockets. Let's do 6 for the Rockets. Jalen Green.
Yep.
Amin Thompson. Jabari.
Shingun.
Shingun.
Fred.
Fred.
Dylan Brooks.
So now Tari Eason is open.
Shit. I'm saving Tari over Dylan Brooks. We gave you that money. Go to the expansion team.
Yeah. I thought I didn't think y'all was gonna name Fred
Yeah.
and Dylan, but I thought that would be the last guys
Right.
because it's like, okay, Jalen, Jabari, Shingun.
Reality is
Tari,
it's always
Amin.
8. I did 6 weeks
Cam
experiment.
Whitmore didn't get protected.
Yeah. It will be like the Rockets. Rockets fans gonna be pissed. But it's part of the game. I think the league is so balanced right now. I love it.
You probably get somebody decent off of the Pacers. Because if you have like
Ali,
Tyrese,
Bruce Brown, Benedict Mathurin,
Miles Turner.
Buddy Hield,
Buddy Hield, Jarris Walker.
Obi Toppin.
So Obi Toppin is free. But like you said, it is.
It's
it is-
eight.
The Pistons too.
It's just fun when
You
you
can
do
get
six.
some. You can
Hey,
get
the
some,
Pistons letting 2 of those bigs go.
Yeah, 2 of the bigs will be
They're
out.
just gonna let them. It's gonna be like Wiseman and
it can't be Beef Stew since they re-signed.
it's not gonna be Jalen.
Or they extend him.
So it's like Wiseman, good luck.
Or they protect him when they say we want to ride with Wiseman and Durant, and they let Stewart go.
You just got to
Not
just
at
have
the
options.
Extension.
He's got to resign.
A
Not
legendary extension.
A legendary extension, man. They gonna remember that for the end of times, no matter how his career go. He broke the streak. He broke the curse, which is great.
That boy broke the barrier.
I mean, Cade was gonna do it
I was
eventually.
gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Cade's gonna probably be the next
Cade
one
was
to
gonna
do
do it eventually. But imagine if he don't. A former first overall pick don't get a second contract with that team. Troy Weaver is cooking something. We just don't know.
Who's
if it's good or
untouchable in the NBA?
not. Luka,
Steph Curry and
Jokic.
and
Shea.
Jokic.
Giannis.
I think Giannis is untouchable unless he wants to be touched. That's
Oh, brother.
to that degree, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. You old fashioned.
Yeah, because I don't see the Bucks. I don't see the Bucks making him available.
Under any circumstance.
Yeah, unless he
he
literally
walks
really
into
wants.
the-
Yeah,
Yeah. It's not many of them.
I'm looking at Miami. I'm thinking like, do they look at Bam?
Tyrese Maxey's untouchable.
Devin Booker?
No,
That's what Daryl Morey said.
Daryl Murray.
Would y'all say Devin Booker?
Yeah.
I just don't. I feel like there's no upgrades from him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So by nature, he is untouchable. 'Cause it's not like
In our league,
What
he
about
got
Ja?
traded
Huh.
for Luka. Luka and Devin Booker got traded for each other in our league.
I guess that's the only. In
That's
real
some
life, that
2K
would be the
shit,
only.
yeah. That's
People
some real
piss me off in that league, bro.
Vontae got Luka though.
I swear, bro.
1,000 band Sean.
You just gotta keep your ears to the streets because people be having some dumbass trades.
Joel
ready.
Embiid just is on the block.
Who has him?
Bryce Grizzlies. That boy Chet be doing it to him.
Would y'all consider John untouchable?
No,
No, hell no.
I don't think there's only a few. I think LeBron is untouchable.
You naming old ass motherfuckers.
De'Aaron? At
No.
this point in time?
No, because I don't think Tatum and Brown are
It's like
untouchable either.
When I think about untouchable, I'm thinking the best. So if the Bucks said we'll give you Giannis for De'Aaron, they're going to say yes. We'll give you Luka for De'Aaron. They're going to say yes. So that's what untouchable means to me. It's realistically no, because those calls ain't happening. But in a literal sense,
In no circumstance this player ever
Well,
been
yeah,
traded.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Is that not untouchable?
Also
but
look
it's
at it-
probably high on the list of like motherfuckers ain't you not getting him.
yes.
Yeah, and I also look at it like, what does this player mean to the organization? Like, yeah, Steph is older, but like he's gonna be a warrior for life. Like that's the type of thing I also look at too. I
And-
also look at Giannis as like
He's
a
probably
buck for
about
life.
He's same thing with KB. He's probably the best. You ain't no upgrade.
He's the best
from
at his
Steph.
position. Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
like fuck we rebuilding, which they probably not gonna do it until that motherfucker is probably damn near 40.
Yeah. Until
He not doing
he
that.
stopped lacing up his sneakers
That
and
month
start putting cleats on.
said he finna
It's
go
over.
play FIBA ball, so he ain't done yet.
What?
He's
Steph's-
finna go.
Steph said he's playing FIBA ball.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. I feel like I would know that.
He said because I think Steve Kerr's coaching. He said like Steve Kerr be joking to like that's one of the things he don't got.
You know, FIBA's next year. I mean, next month. I feel like this would be a higher story.
Well, maybe
if
it was next year, but there's talks about him doing it, and he was like, it might be the Olympics.
Oh,
but I know
the Olympics make more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, it's whatever Steve Kerr is coaching. He's like, I might be.
Yeah, Steve Kerr
that.
coaches the Olympics.
Okay, yeah, it's the Olympics and not FIBA. The
Okay.
FIBA is that young ass team.
He has played in FIBA before.
Yeah.
This was back in
Him, Kyrie,
I forget what year, but he did play FIBA.
D Rose played that shit.
I'm excited for this FIBA play though.
Me too, man.
We got a good ass young team.
I'm excited for Austin Reeves.
Really?
25 years old, going into FIBA,
Fresh off
international
the new
play.
contract.
A lot of players hit that FIBA world, and they
They get that confidence.
I'm gonna bring him up every time.
Derrick White for real though.
I thought Kenneth Reed was gonna come back for that
Facts.
shit and be an
Facts.
all-star.
Facts. Was that the Olympics though? I don't know.
Yeah,
it
that was the
It
Olympics,
was because he
yeah.
was playing with the.
You surrounded by nothing
Anthony
but
Davis.
high level talent.
Right.
You do
Yeah.
nothing but learn, and you played.
I remember Anthony Davis was young as hell. I keep mixing it up, but I remember he was playing.
That was
I think it was the
Olympics.
Olympics too.
His
Yeah,
rookie
it was-
year, he came in here.
He was dogging. I was like, man, I can't wait to.
I remember when Kyrie was on the select team and he was fucking them boys up. Bro.
Oh, in that practice?
Yeah,
Easy money.
He was going. He was. I saw. You just see him dribbling through like Chris Paul, Kobe,
That's from
LeBron.
He told Kobe he beat him in a 1-on-1, and Kobe's like, "What? Easy money.
I've been seeing a lot of Kobe clips on my For You page.
Easy money."
I love the clip outs of them playing like King of the Court. I think those
Paul
are amazing.
George,
Yeah,
KD,
Corey KD,
yeah.
Victor Oladipo was in there getting in his bag a little bit. Those was fun days, bro.
Yeah, we kind of deprived of NBA ball, and this is the closest thing we're gonna get until the season starts. So I'm excited for it. The World Cup starts in a couple days too. I don't know if y'all locked in. Team USA might do the thing again. They've lost some star players,
Okay.
but they're ready. They're ready.
If they ready,
How long is the World Cup for?
A few weeks. Group stage starts in like 2 days. I forget exactly what country they playing in though. Starts in a few days. You know, hopefully, more likely than not, they're gonna make it out of group stage and get to like the boom boom. But I'm excited, man.
Who the best team?
Team USA is probably the favorite. I'll look it up because we're talking women's soccer.
Oh.
And, you know the women's soccer
I
team
thought
has
you
been
meant-
leagues ahead.
Yeah, I
of
thought
the-
you meant Neymar now.
the men. Oh no, that just happened a couple months ago.
Are you still going to the Chicago
won?
Fire game?
Hell yeah. Who ended up winning? It was fucking was it Argentina this year? Let me see. Men's FIBA World Cup winner. Because we all watched it together. It was Spain. No, that doesn't make sense. That does not make sense.
Oh, if you tell them when everybody was watching it,
yeah.
I wasn't even in my apartment.
It was Messi.
I was still lived in my mama crib. That was a minute ago.
Yes, they beat France. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
That was
yep.
That was a while ago.
Yep.
That was a while ago.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a minute. When was it?
That was in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. So no, I was right. Didn't I say Argentina?
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, and I went to look at the odds of the women's game. They are the favorite. Yeah, they be killing shit, bro. They be man.
Who their best player?
Alex Morgan.
Whatever happened to Hope Solo?
She might still be on the team. Did she retire?
Yeah, she retired.
Yeah, she was doing her thing back then. I'm excited for it though. Just like I was watching Wimbledon the other day. That was also
That's the
fun as
shit.
shit.
Yeah, my boy got his ass toast though.
Which one's your boys?
The black guy. What was his name?
Tiafo.
No. Then there was a new one. He was on point. He made it to like the final 4 or some shit. I gotta find him.
Another brother, American brother.
Another brother. Yeah.
Shit, I need to lock in because once Tiafo got eliminated, I just tuned in for the final. Coco Gauff got eliminated in the first round, and I didn't watch the women's game at all after Coco Gauff got eliminated. She never mind.
What you gonna
Shout
say?
out to the queen. She just disappointed me. But
Eric Eubanks. I mean Chris Eubanks.
Chris Eubanks. All right, I got to lock in. I didn't know that name. How old is he?
I don't know, but he looked
younger. Oh, that's he. Yeah, all right, bet. Chris Eubanks. I'm locked in. Sports in general, bro. I've always been a basketball guy, as most of us have been. But once you lock into a different sport, it hit
I'm
different.
trying to lock in the NFL this year.
I always say that. I never.
I want to so bad, bro.
We did fantasy last year. And it lasted like 6 weeks before people start.
That shit was fun when we did
was
the draft
fun.
at your crib and shit.
Yeah.
My locked in is wrestling. It seems like it's, especially in off season, it's fun. It's
Get
like
ready
every
for
week.
the Open. The Open golf. Not
Oh.
the U.S. Open, but
I was
just
gonna
the
say.
Open. Come on, man.
Would y'all ever go to like a golf like
That's
event?
my dream. It's my dream. Real
Wait,
shit.
that's
dream.
very doable, by the
Yeah.
way.
dream.
Usually people dream about being the president or something. Some unobtainable
They have
shit.
they have one like
Going
big
to
golf tournament.
Augusta is attainable?
Why not? Why wouldn't it be? What do you need to get in? Money?
Probably a lot of fucking money.
Attainable.
The Masters, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We know Steph Curry.
This is true.
I didn't.
You're right. Everything is a fucking attainable.
Yeah.
Because I never thought that I would have the shit that I have. So you're right.
Because they do have one big
Like, I
golf
got
tournament here
clout.
like every
I
year.
never thought I had clout. I never thought I could tweet right now. I could tweet some shit right now and stir the pot. Rumor says James Harden.
How many
Sources.
How many likes you getting if you just tweet out like a period mark
Let's see.
in a minute? How many likes you get?
Not a lot. In a minute,
Yeah, that's a
You can say like 5 minutes.
I just tweeted period.
You could get tickets from the Masters from the actual website. You don't even
How
need
much?
To, they don't have a price because I don't think it's any.
Got one
soon.
like.
It just
that
ended.
fast. 2 likes. One of the likes came from a verified motherfucker.
You know, verification now
I
is
should have
just
told
money,
you put
right?
3 dots. The 3 dots would have probably been like, what the fuck he thinking?
It says Evan Fournier rips Tom Thibodeau. Ooh, is that drama worth talking about on Through the
Yeah,
Wire?
let's
Some
talk
new
about
one.
it.
Let me see what the actual quote is from the BR app. Shout out to our employer. He says
Somebody said league shattering to the period.
Evan Fournier on being removed from the Knicks rotation. You want to spit on everyone. You have hatred. What are we doing, BR? Is this a quote?
He's talking about that about Tom Thibodeau?
I mean, that's what they are saying. Are they aggregating? Are they extent like?
I feel like
Is there more to the quote?
Yeah.
That's all I
They
got
got to be
from PR.
exaggerating. They got to be exaggerating.
Potential
Y'all
Damian
know
Lillard
that Tom
package from the
Thibodeau's a
Heat.
hard ass.
Perhaps a young player like Nikola Jovic, expiring contracts, Kyle Lowry fits his criteria. Potentially salary from a third team. 3
I'm
or
so
4
done with the
first
damn
round pick.
stuff.
Bro, this shit is exhausting.
Yeah, I'm so done with it.
So they don't get Tyler Hero.
It says Tyler Hero in here.
Oh, okay.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should wrap up and do the next part of the podcast on the audio platform, where we can spend more time to talk about other things outside of sports.
Bye.
We do.
You
I
gotta
got some
come
stories.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Also, I know the comments will be like, "Damn, Kenny wrapped up early." So what?
So wrap it up.
Go to the audio platforms. It's still the content. It exists. You just got to go over there and pre-download, and we'll see y'all
Hey,
soon.
if you made it this far to the video, I'm thinking about doing a Throwback Thursday on my Twitch, where we have a listening party with old albums. Because a lot of y'all young as hell tell me y'all was born in 2006, which means y'all got to listen to Blueprint 1.
They talking about the first Kanye album they heard was The Life of Pablo.
Yeah, we're going to listen to some old shit, the full album through. So be on the checkout for that. We out, though.
Peace.
Peace.